we generate the energy. So that's why in electro-homeopathic medicine or spagyric medicine, that is the major difference between the homeopathic medicines and electro-homeopathic medicines. Yeah, I will not go in depth because it's not a part of this class. But, the basic difference is the base medicine. You can say the spagyric. Spagyric medicine is most energetic medicine, and for further use, we dilute it. We dilute it means the spagyric is our spagyric has maximum energy. Spagyric has maximum energy, and according to the organ function, we dilute this energy, or we dilute this spagyric essence. Okay, and in homeopathy, there is no steam distillation, there is no fraction. So the base medicine of the homeopathy, that is called mother tincture, has no energy. Okay, for creating the energy, they potentize the medicine. Okay, potentize the medicine and create the energy like 300, 30, 200, 1 m cm, like that. Okay. So in homeopathy, their 1 m and cm has maximum energy, and their base medicine has minimum energy. And in our spagyric medicine, spagyric has maximum energy, and further, Balakrishna sir, please mute. Further dilution has minimum energy. And homeopathic medicine has only alkaloid or alcohol soluble part of the plant. And in electro-homeopathic medicine has 3 parts of plants. So these are major changes. Okay. So in this class, we'll just discuss only about the energy. Our medicines has plants energy, or one medicine has a composition of few plants. Okay, that's why we can say these medicines has synergy, and our medicines work synergetically. Okay, so this part is clear that our medicines has synergy. Now, when if in our medicine there is only synergy, so these medicines can work only for the synergy. So we are thinking the human body or human diseases and function of the body according to the energy or according to the synergy. We have to think about according to synergetically, because we have the medicine of the synergy only. We don't have any chemical medicine like paracetamol or like or any other antibiotic. Okay. So we have energy medicine. We have to think about the for the body as a synergically or energetically. Okay.
Active molecules.
Active molecules are energy, no, sir?
Yes.
These molecules
It
are
is the
in the
active
form of
molecules in our medicines which do the job rather than anything else.
so there are millions of chemical reactions are going on in our body. Okay. And our body organs are participating or producing some chemicals or participating in this energies. Okay. And our organs are working, uh, participating in this chemical reaction, and our body organs are working according to working with the energy. If energy of our organ is low, if energy is low, then definitely organ function will be hypo, because if our organ function is disturbed, there are two conditions. One is hyper condition, and this hyper condition is because of the excess energy. And what is the hyper condition? Hyper condition means the organ, if the organ is working more than its normal function, it is called hyperfunction. If organ is working less than organ is working less than its normal function, it is hypofunction. Okay. So this hyperfunction and hypofunction is because of the energy. If there is excess energy in the organ will be hyper. If there is efficiency energy in organ, in that condition, organ will be in hypo condition. And our body is a complex body. So all the organs are linked with each and each other organs, and they directly or indirectly effects on other organs too. So in electro-homeopathy, we try to find out that in this particular disease, because all the symptoms of the disease are just manifestation of the disturbance of the organ. So we just find out that in this particular symptoms, in this particular disease, our which organ is disturbed, or if which organ is disturbed, and this organ is hyper or hypo. We just try to find out this. And for this finding, we use 5 element concept. My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what is the energy? Yeah, thousands of years ago, ancients understood individually the idea of energy for healing the for healing this healing energy combination, combining the energy of breathing and the energy coming from nutrition called chi by the Chinese, ki by the Japanese, vital force by the homeopathy, old force in electro-homeopathy, ru in Unani and Islam, and in pranayama by the Hindus, is the source of life that is often associated with soul, spirit, and mind. In ancient time, the soul was identified with breath, which the Herbius called Ru, and the Greek physics or uh, pneuma, the breath of the god, and the Romans spirituals. Hence, the origins of word like physic and spirit. The spiritual healing can be brought about the proper adjustment of a person bioenergetic field, as we are all part of the natural harmonious energy of the universe. Bioenergetic medicines is the study of human and bodies as dynamic electromagnetic fields existing in an electromagnetic environment based on ancient theories, quantum physics. These energy concepts are being integrated into medicine for a comprehensive approach as the human being is whole individual body and soul together. So, what is the five element theory? Okay. Understanding how the five elements affects one's health can help the doctor develop a comprehensive and effective treatment plan to eliminate the chronic conditions. So already yesterday I explained these things that this theory is very old theory or in all our concept or in our religious books. Okay, this five element concept is mentioned. So relationship to the health in this five element concept, there is a relationship of the health. Okay. These five elements are constantly moving and changing, each becoming dominant at different time in the natural cycle and affecting an individual's health. Five elements are used to interpret and explain physiology and pathology. Each element is associated with the different body organs, colors, flavors, sense, emotions, and water. So these five elements, these five elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These five elements are like these five elements are wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So there is a generating cycle of or generating interactions of these five elements. The generating interaction of these five elements is like conceptions, gestation, birth, nature relationship between a mother and baby, such as elements pair are deeply attached and together imply success and luck. So the five element genetic interactions are fueling, forming, containing, caring, and feeding. The five element generating interactions are fueling, forming, containing, caring, and feeding. Okay. So good fuels and it makes fire. Okay, wood fuels fire, and fire forms earth, and earth contain metal, and metal carries the water, and water feeds to wood. So, my slide is visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible. It is
Yeah.
visible.
So it is the generating cycle or generating interactions. Okay. So wood feeds to fire, and fire makes earth, and earth create metal, and metal hold water, and water uh, nurtures to wood. These are the 5 elements, and the element which feed we call mother element. Okay, so like that we can say the wood is mother of fire, and fire is mother of earth, and metal is sorry, earth is mother of metal, and metal is mother of water, and water is mother of wood. And like that, because mother is feeding more, if anything is more in the nature or in your body, okay, there is a requirement of a controlling. Okay, so for that controlling, there is a overcoming interaction. These overcoming interactions is for the controlling purpose. Okay, so fire melts the metal. If metal is more in your body, in that condition, fire melts to metal, and metal penetrates in wood. If wood is more, in that condition, metal penetrates in wood, and earth absorbs water. If water is more, then earth absorbs this water, or earth control to water, and if fire is more, then water quenches to fire. Like that, in this chart, you can see. So this cycle is generating cycle, the fire, earth, metal, water, and so there are 5 elements. One is wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Okay. So this cycle is called generating cycle. So each organ is nourishing to next organ. Okay. So the organ which is nourishing is called mother organ. Okay. So wood is nourishing to or wood is giving energy to fire. Fire is nourishing to earth. Earth is nourishing to metal, and metal is nourishing to water, and water is nourishing to wood. You can say these elements are child elements, and these elements are mother element, and this relation is mother child element. Yeah. So according to this element, okay, or sorry, this concept, if fire is less, if fire is less, in that condition, if fire is less, in that condition, what we are doing, we are working on fire. We are trying to create more fire. We are trying to give some medicine for the fire. Okay. But as per this concept, what we should do, we should work on wood, because if wood is less, then automatically fire will be less. If fire is less in your body, we should work on wood. Okay. So if there's an deficiency of any elements, we should work on the mother element, because mother is providing the energy to the child organ. If child is in deficiency, if child is in deficiency, we should treat to the mother. And this cycle is called generating cycle. Okay. What is the work of mother? Mother always feed. Nature of mother is feed more. Always mother feeds more or excess. When mother will feed more, in that condition, the element or the energy will be high, or will be more, or will be excess. So there is automatic system in the body to make a homeostasis or to make a balance. That system is called control system. That system is called controlling system, and this cycle is called control cycle. What is the control cycle? If fire is more, then who will control to fire? Water. Water will control to fire. If earth is more, who will control to earth? Wood will control to earth. If metal is more, who will control to metal? Fire will control to metal. If water is more, then earth will control to water. If wood is more, then metal will control to wood. This control organ is just back organ of the mother organ, or we can say that organ control organ or grandmother organ. The mother organ, this organ is grandmother organ. Okay. So always mother feed more and grandmother controls. Okay. So who controls to fire? Wood controls to fire, and fire controls to metal. Earth controls to water. Metal controls to wood, and water controls to fire. Okay. So you can see this organ is, you can say this organ is grandmother organ. This organ is grandchild organ. And in this theory, you will see that every element is playing four role. Every element is playing four types of role. Hence, every organ is mother organ. Every organ is grandmother organ. Every organ is child organ. Every organ is grandchild organ. Each elements is playing four kinds of the role. like that is the wood. Okay. Here, wood is mother of fire. Wood is grandmother of earth. Wood is child of water, and wood is grandchild of metal. Each and every element is playing four kind of the role. If there is any difference in any elements, it will directly impact to other elements too. Okay. And these five elements in our body are governing by five different organs. These five elements are governing by our body's five pairs of organ. Wood element is governing by the liver and gallbladder, and fire element is governed by the heart and small intestine, and earth element is governed by the spleen and stomach, and metal element is governed by the lungs and large intestine, and water element is governed by the kidney and urinary bladder. So wood element is governed by the liver and gallbladder, and fire element is governed by heart and small intestine. Earth element is governed by spleen and stomach. Metal element is governed by lungs and large intestine, and water element is governed by kidney and urinary bladder. So There are the 5 pairs of the organ, which is governing to each other. These organs, these 5 organs, liver, heart, spleen, lungs, and kidney, we call these organs female organ. And gallbladder, small intestine, stomach, large intestine, and urinary bladder, we call these organs male organs. So, what is the nature of female organ? Nature of female organ is female works for 24 by 7. Okay. That's why these organs, liver, heart, spleen, lungs, and kidney, works 24 by 7 for you. And this gallbladder, small intestine, stomach, large intestine, and urinary bladder, these organs are male organs, and these organs work timely, and these organs are hollow organs. These organs are hollow organs. These all male organs are hollow organs. Yeah. Now, these 5 pairs of organs are controlling all the activities or regulating all the activities of our body. These five organs are regulating, controlling our body. If these 5 organs are okay, these 5 organs are fit, okay, yes, your body is normal. For all kind of diseases, okay, we can treat these 5 organs only. If we treat these 5 organs, we can treat all kinds of the disease of the body. The liver and gallbladder, heart and small intestine, spleen and stomach, and lungs and large intestine, kidney and urinary bladder. These 5 organs or 5 pairs of organs are controlling to our whole body functions. Any disease, any manifestation, any issues in the body is because of the imbalances of these 5 pairs of the organs. And if there is any disturbance, any changes, or any deficiency of the energy, excess energy in these 5 organs, they give us some signals. Okay, just we have to understand these signals. Okay, these signals are very easy to understand. First, we should learn that these five organs, these five pairs of organs are regulating to our body. So in electroempathic treatment, what you are doing, for example, if there is a hypofunction of the heart, if there's any problem in the heart, hypofunction of the heart, what you are doing, you are just treating to the heart, but you are not considering about the liver. There are some signals of these organs. The organ is in excess hyperfunction or organ is in hypofunction. We can easily understand with this symptoms or with this indicator or with these signals. Okay, so there are some specific signals for these particular pairs of organs. So in electrohomeopathy, electrohomeopathy, what is disease? In electrohomeopathy, what is the disease? Anyone will explain me?
Less energy. Energy is less or more.
No, sir. What is the disease according to electrohomeopathy, or what is the principle of fundamental principle of electrohomeopathy about the disease? In electrohomeopathy, sir,
Imbalance of lymph and blood.
yes, vitiation of
Fixation of blood and
blood and
lymph.
vitiation of blood or lymph or both is disease. Vitiation of the blood or lymph or both is disease. And what is the health according to the electrohomeopathy? Steady state of blood and lymph is health. So, what is the vitiation of the blood or what is the vitiation of the lymph? What is the vitiation of the blood? Simply, vitiation of the blood means the chemical proportion is disturbed or changed. That is the vitiation. The quantity of that particular chemical in the blood is more or high. That is the vitiation. Simple. If TLC is high, it is the vitiation. If TLC is low, it is the vitiation. HB is high, it is the vitiation. HB is low, it is the vitiation. Create is high, it is the vitiation. PTOT is high, it is the vitiation. PTOT is low, it is the vitiation. So, vitiation of the blood or vitiation in the lymph is disease. Here, with this 5-element concept, we are trying to find out that which kind of vitiation is there in the blood. Is this vitiation of blood because of liver? Vitiation of blood because of kidney, because of heart, spleen, or lungs. We have to find out this. Because vitiation is the common thing. If PTOT is more, it is the vitiation. But this vitiation is because of the liver. If creatinine or urea is more, it is also a vitiation. But this vitiation is because of the kidney. So, by using this concept, okay, we will try to find out that what kind of vitiation is there. So, when there is any type of vitiation, it will directly affect on the blood or it will directly affect on the energy. And if energy will be disturbed, automatically the all organs energy will be disturbed. I think subject is being lengthy or more. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask. I will clear.
Vitiation of blood due to creatine, we can assume kidney,
Kidney.
but vitiation of lymph, how can we find out?
Vitiation of the lymph. What kind of the vitiation? We will check the vitiation. It may be because of the lungs. It may be because of the kidney.
What is the symptoms? Maybe for example, you are telling vitiation of blood due to creatine.
Symptoms. Yes, symptoms. You have to find out on the basis of the 5-element concept.
How to distinguish between blood and lymph?
Pardon?
How to differentiate with blood and lymph?
I will explain it later. Na? What is the blood and what is the lymph?
Okay.
Okay. It's a big chapter about the lymph or about the blood.
Okay.
Hello, doctor. This is Dr. Vincent.
Yes.
You
Yes,
were
questions.
you are explaining about the female organs, and when you talk about male organ, I think I couldn't hear. You're talking about the female organs work 24/7,
Yes.
and about the male
Male organs works timely.
timely. Okay.
They work more and they work aggressively, but they work timely.
Yes. when there is a need.
when there is a need.
Okay, thank you.
Kuda sir, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Francis here.
Yes,
Yeah,
Francis.
you asked about this, you explained well about what is disease, is vitiation of blood and limb is disease, and steady state of flow of blood and limb is health. Am I right? Have I understood? Hello?
Yes. बोलिए.
Yani, vitiation of blood is uh, uh, blood and limb or both is disease, right? And steady state of blood and limb is health. Am I right? Have I understood correctly?
Yes, correctly.
You are right, Francis.
Ah,
This portion will be taken care of in the coming few days. So at
Okay.
this point of time, leave it alone.
okay, fine.
Right.
So these 5 organs, if these 5 organs are working normally, or if there are any disturbance in these 5 organs, there are some signs. There are some signs, and you can easily understand that which organ is being disturbed in our body. Okay, so there are some sign. Okay, so first element is wood, and the color of this element is green. Okay, and organ is liver, and female organ is gallbladder. Okay, when you can easily identify with the changes or disturbance of these organs, okay, by using some here I mentioned only 4 or 5 symptoms, okay, and in next classes we will go in depth. Okay, just first I meant giving you just a brief only. Okay, so the element is wood, and wood element color is green color, and male organ is liver, and female organ is female organ is liver, and male organ is gallbladder. Okay. So liver is the official in charge of our body planning, and gallbladder is the official in charge of decision making. Okay. So the emotion of this organ is anger. If your organ is in hyper condition, if your liver is hyper, okay, in that condition, your emotion will be anger. If you are feeling anger, if any person in your family is feeling anger, okay, no need to fight with him, just treat to the liver only, because liver is in axis, liver in positive, liver is in hyper function. That's why the emotion is anger. Okay. And taste is sour taste. If the taste is, you are feeling taste craving is sour, okay, you are liking more sour taste, means your liver function is hypo, means your liver is in negative, because your liver require your support, and support for the liver is sour taste. Okay. So if there is more taste craving of the sour taste, means your liver function is being hypo or being less. Okay. And sensory organs of the liver, sensory organs of the liver is eyes. If there are any problems in eyes like itching, blurriness in your eyes, means your liver function is more or your liver function is high. And tissues of the organ, tissues of the liver is tendon. Okay, the tendon tissues, our body tendon tissues are the tissue of liver. If there is any pain or any inflammation in the tendon tissues, means your liver is in hypo condition. Next is fire. Fire color is red, and the male organ for the fire is heart. And heart is the empire of the body, mind, and spirit, because heart supplies to blood, or heart pumps to the blood. And female organ is small intestine. If your small intestine is disturbed, it directly affects on your heart. And emotion is joy. If any person is feeling more joy, means his heart is in hyper function. Okay. More joy is not good for the heart. Taste craving. If taste craving is bitter, means you like more bitter, means your heart is in hypofunction. Sensory organs is tongue. If there is any redness or any infection in your on your tongue, means your heart is in hyperfunction. And the blood vessels, maybe the artery or the veins, are the tissues of the heart. If there are any issues in the blood vessels, means veins or arteries, means your heart is in hypo condition. And next organ is earth. So, next element is earth. If the male organ of the earth is spleen, sorry, male organ of the earth is stomach, and female organ of the earth is spleen. And spleen is the minister of transport, and the male organ is stomach, and this stomach is official in charge of routing and repairing food and drinks. And color of earth is yellow, and emotion is overthinking. If you are in overthinking, means your spleen is working more or your spleen is in hypofunction. And if your taste craving of the sweet is more, means your spleen is working less, means your spleen is in hypofunction. And the tissue of the spleen is muscles. If your muscles is weak, means your spleen is in hypo. Or you can say if your spleen is hypo from a long time, definitely your muscles will be weak. And next element is metal element. The male organ for the metal element is large intestine, and female organ for the metal element is lungs. So, lungs is the receiver of the energy from the heavens. And large intestine is the official in charge of the drainage and dregs. Color of the metal is white, and emotion is sadness. If you are feeling more sadness, means your lungs are hyper. And if your taste craving is spice, means your lungs function is less, or your lungs functions are hyper. Oh, sorry, hypofunction. Okay. And sensory organ for the lungs is nose. If there is any nose related issues, allergy, sneezing, means your lungs functions is hyperfunction. Okay. So if there is any issues on your skin or on your hairs, means your lungs function is in hypo condition. Next is the last is water. Water element color is blue, and female organ for the water is kidney. Kidney is the controller of the water, and male organ of the water is gallbladder. Gallbladder is the controller and the storage of water, and emotion is fear. If you are feeling more fear, means your kidney function is in hyper condition. You see, na, when you feel some fear, you immediately you went to washroom. Okay, you feel more urination, more micturition if you are in some tension or some fear. Okay, and taste craving for the kidney is salt. If your taste craving is salty or you like more salt, means your kidney energy is less. And sensory organs for the kidney is ear. If you have any itching, deafness, or any other issues in your ears, means your kidney function is in hyper condition. And tissues of the kidneys is bones. If you have any kind of bone related issues, except trauma, means your kidney function is hypo. In all hypofunctions of the kidney, it may be osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, or spondylitis because of the water elements. So these are some symptoms. Okay, I will brief and elaborate these symptoms in the next classes. These are some symptoms, some few symptoms only. Yeah, I will give description of each and every organ in next classes. So uh, before this understanding this concept, what electro-homeopathic doctors are doing. Okay, if there is any deficiency of calcium or any bone related issues, they are searching or they are finding the bone related medicines. Okay, here actually in this batch, uh, many people are acupuncturists and they are not aware about the electro-homeopathic medicines. Okay. So clearing you that in electro-homeopathic medicines, in electro-homeopathy medicine, we have some, we have all medicines for the organs. For example, for the liver, we have a medicine name is S5. And for the kidney, we have medicine S6. For the heart, we have medicine A3. For the spleen, we have medicine S2. For the lungs, we have medicine, example P3. So like that, we have all the organs medicines. In electro-homeopathy, we have total 38 medicines. Okay. All these 38 medicines are organs medicines. So, for example, if there is hair fall, so in electro-homeopathy, most of the practitioners are searching any hair fall medicines in from these 38 medicines. But after this understanding this concept, okay, no need to find to search the hair, especially for hair fall medicine. Just hair fall means it is because of the kidney function. Okay, so just consider to the kidney and treat to the kidney. Okay, already we have the kidney medicine as 6. So correctly, we can apply only S6 and we can control on the hair fall by using only this medicine S6. For example, if any skin related issue. Okay. So our skin tissue is related to the lungs. We can treat all the kidney issues by using the lungs medicines. In electro-homeopathy, we have 5 electricities. We have 5 electricities. First electricity is green electricity, red electricity, yellow electricity, white electricity, blue electricity. In electro-homeopathy, we use electricity in this green electricities. We have these electricities. Red electricity is yellow electricity is white electricity and green electricity and sorry blue electricity and green electricity. Okay. So as per this concept, red electricity is very useful for the heart or fire. Yellow electricity is very useful for the spleen. Or, or white electricity is very useful for lungs, metal. Blue electricity is very useful for the kidney or water. Green electricity is very useful for the liver or before that you was using this electricity according to this concept or not. Ramdas sir,
Yes, sir.
Ramdas sir, you was using electricities. Earlier, you was using electricities, red electricity for the heart, yellow electricity for the spleen, and white electricity for the lungs, and blue electricity for the kidney, and green electricity for the liver.
Not exactly. I was looking as a positive, negative, and a neutral.
You was not using this electricity as the or as per the organs. But simply, if we think, okay, red electricity works to create the more heat or more energy in the body. You was using for the as per the positive concept,
Yeah.
hyperfunction. You was doing same thing, but you are not thinking on this according to this concept only. Because any
True.
medicine, REYW or any other medicine works on works in its own way. Okay, if I consider that it will work for the blood clotting, it will not work. If I thought that it will work for the high blood pressure or low blood pressure, it will not work. No, it will work according to its property. Hmm? Our according to our thoughts, medicine can't change its property. Okay, so already we are using these medicines, but the concept or the thought of selection of the medicine is different. For example, we are using green electricity for the any kind of the pus formation, or any kind of the pus formation, any kind of the pus infection, abscess, we are using green electricity. Here in this five element concept, we are using green electricity for the liver. And in other word, if you think that liver is responsible for the recovery or for the repair of the cells, or especially the necrosis. So simply we are working on the G with we are working on liver with G. Okay, and because of the liver, pus is reducing. But in electro-homeopathy, they give us just a simple shortcut that G is for the pus formation. Okay, except that we did not know anything. So here, as per the symptoms of the organs, we can consider two organ. Okay, there are some symptoms for the hyperfunction of the organ. There are some symptoms for the hypofunction of the organ. If the organ is in hyperfunction, if or sorry, first I will explain the hypofunction. For example, if there is any, for example, if there is a patient of if there is a patient of polyuria. Polyuria means more frequently urination. Okay. If patient, the complaint of the patient is polyuria. Okay. But polyuria means my kidney function is more, okay, in polyuria. And when we ask the symptom, patient says that I have the taste craving of the sweet. Taste craving of the sweet. It means taste craving of the sweet means the spleen of the patient is in hypo condition. In this polyuria case, we will treat to the spleen. Okay. Spleen is hypo. If spleen is hypo, we will treat to spleen, but hypo condition of the spleen is because of the fire, because fire is less, because fire is the mother of the spleen. So what is the cause of the hypo or deficiency of the in the spleen is because of the fire. So we will treat to the fire. By treating this fire element, by treating to the heart and small intestine, okay, we can control on the polyuria or frequent urination. I will describe it later. Just yesterday and today, I gives you only a sketching of this system. Okay, small things of all the part or all the chapter for clearing your getting your mind make mind makeup purpose only. Okay. So from next class, we will discuss on every subject deeply, and hope you will understand it easily. Okay. If you have any doubt regarding today class, you can ask.
Sir, can you explain about this polyuria which you are telling little more? Once more, please.
Means if there is polyuria, okay, it means there are hyperfunction of the kidney.
Okay.
Okay. But it is the patient complaint, sir, I have polyuria. Okay.
Yeah.
But in this our concept, we have to find out what is the cause of the disease. Okay. We just
Correct.
ask some questions and we ask what type of taste craving you have. Okay. And patient says, sir, I have taste craving of the sweet. So sweet taste craving means the spleen of uh, spleen and stomach of that patient is in hypo condition. Okay. So in this polyuria case, okay, we will not treat to kidney. We will treat to spleen. Okay, and is in condition of the spleen hypocondition. Okay, the hypocondition of every organ. I will explain it in next class. Hypofunction of any organs is because of the mother organ.
Mother.
Because mother is feeding less. Okay. So mother organ is heart. Mother organ of spleen is heart. So
Heart.
when we tonify to the heart, automatically the spleen will correct, and your polyuria or frequently urination will be correct.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It was very well explained.
It's
Thank you.
just an example only.
Yeah, it's an example. Correct. This is how we have to analyze for every other.
Yeah,
every
because
component.
in this first 2 days I want to feed more information about my topics and my subject. So I give you little information from all the topics. Okay, so in next classes we will take every topic deeply and clear. So in next 4 or 5 classes, I will complete this theory, and after that, for 3 classes, we will work on case studies for the practical purpose.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, any questions regarding today classes?
Very clear. Thanks. Thanks for the time. Very clear.
Doctor, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
When we took the example of a polyuria, we identified the hypocondition for a spleen. Could be the one of the reason. When we talk about the spleen and stomach as an yin and yang organ, when spleen is in hypo, its yang should be in hyper condition as per Aku principle.
Should be.
Is that still valid, or both to be considered as a hypo?
No, especially in hypo condition, we consider both two as the hypo.
Okay. Especially the importance is given for the yin organ. The performance of the yin is common to the yang as well.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. B.S. Prasad, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dr. B.S. Prasad ji.
Where
Bhanushri.
is Prasad? Shastri, how come no questions? Shastri is left.
Bhanushri.
Sir,
Yes, where are you?
sir. It's a very informative session, sir.
Pardon?
Very informative session, sir. Thank you so much.
Any query?
Can I ask you one?
No, sir.
Yes,
No.
well said, sir.
Yeah, I understood about the hyperfunction of kidney and the hypofunction of spleen like this. The frequent urination is created by the hyperfunction of the kidney. The reason being, the main cause, spleen, is not functioning properly. That is hypo.
Yeah.
And because of that, there is an hyperfunction in the kidney. Is it right? That's what I have
Right.
understood.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much.
one of the perspectives.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else?
Sir,
Yes,
I'm Balakrishnan, sir.
Yes, Bala.
Balakrishnan,
Sir,
sir.
if your handwriting, script writing is, if it is little clear, it will be very good, sir. Because we are not seen, I mean, like yours is fast writing.
Okay, okay.
Please,
Next time I will do it.
is a request.
Vani,
Sir,
you're not tearing Hudaswar apart. How come today?
what?
You're not tearing Hudaswar apart. How come?
No, he's very clear.
Sujata? Sujata?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's for dinner?
Dinner today fasting, sir. Ekadasi. 1 hour I heard, sir. Second, after 8:30, some patient came, so I could not able to hear. But last 5 minutes I heard, sir, kidney thing. So it was clear, sir.
Gigi,
Yeah.
can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
The more number of times we attend the class, no, it's
More
becoming better and
more
better.
more confusing. No?
No, not more confusing.
It is there, sir.
It's becoming clearer and clearer.
Clearer and clearer. Yes, yes, Vani.
Now,
Exactly.
why should we confuse ourselves? In the beginning, we had little, but because we have to adopt it now. We have to imbibe what he's telling and everything.
Yeah.
Because we have seen all these days or all these years only with acupuncture, and incorporating both is that it's not that easy to what
No, in
to
five
relate it.
elements, there's still a lot more to go.
Yeah, there is a still lot more to
We have
go.
only learned a part of it. Now, when
Yes,
we
you're
look
right.
at yin organ treatment and yang organ treatment, and the diagnostics of it, that itself is a new chapter altogether, which none of these people have touched yet.
Yeah, that's what. But yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Taking in was little.
Yeah.
Now it's becoming clearer. The more we attend the class, it's becoming better and better.
Yeah.
So it's better at least everybody attend once or twice or thrice the class, so that the concept becomes very clear. Because in one go or one whole session,
That's
I
why,
could not grasp too
yeah,
much.
that's why we are permitting to all the repeaters, no?
Yeah, that's what. Because
I
if it is permitted,
always tell every trainer, allow people to come back again and again and
yeah.
again, 3, 4, 5 times.
Mm.
And a lot of things get cleared.
See, what happens is we can sustain if we are at least twice or thrice, if we are hearing his lectures, we can sustain. Or otherwise, we just hear and if we don't understand, we just finish it and we go further. And we go back to the same old system, what we were adopting all these days. And
Till
this
now,
concept
we
will not
only
come.
across Ranas and Shanas and Thanas who were only commercial, who wanted to sell their medicines. That's it.
No, you people, what you have done, no, for the repeaters, you're not charging also nowadays. And that's a good idea because they come again and they sustain it in the 5 element theory, one day or the other in the near future.
Yeah.
Sir, one doubt.
This concept is very good. You people don't charge, really, I'm telling you all, so that we
Yeah, yeah.
can be in this field. They can come up. If you are hearing 2 or 3 times better the classes, it has become very clearer.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yeah, yeah.
As per the acupuncture theory, the grandchild is hyper. We have to sedate. We have to tonify the grandmother, controlling organ. Or telling the kidney is hyper. When hyper, kidney is hyper, the controlling organ, spleen should be tonified,
Yeah, yeah. We are only in the second class. In the
Oh.
6th to the 7th class, this will get clear.
Okay.
Right, sir.
But he's right.
He is right. Babuji
Yeah,
is highly experienced.
no, you clear off so that even he'll be peaceful.
So he knows, he is highly
He
experienced.
knows, I know he knows, but still he is asking. You tell yes, so that he'll be also satisfied. Let him not wait till the end of the classes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Dr. Huda, you took so well today. I'm so impressed.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
so
Dr. Huda. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. Night. All of you. Night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you very much, sir. Good night. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Good night to all.
Good night, sir.